Kutchog, and why Sandy Blampied's life has been shaped by a question left unanswered for decades. In 1966, she was 11 when she kissed her mother goodbye before heading out for school. When she came home that afternoon, her mother, Louise Pietrus, was gone. As the years passed and the mystery of what happened went unsolved, Ms. Blampied felt stymied at every turn. When she was younger, she would mention her mother to relatives who quickly hushed her, urging her to move on. "It's done already," she said they told her. She reached out to police detectives, some deeply invested and others seemingly less so, but the investigation moved at a snail's pace before stalling altogether. She even sought the counsel of psychics. She cried when one told her that her mother's spirit could not be summoned because she had endured too much pain on earth. Then, one day this summer, there was a message on her answering machine. Steve Wick, a reporter from a newspaper covering the North Fork of Long Island, asked her to call him. He did not say anything more. But Ms. Blampied said she knew in her gut that he had to be inquiring about her mother. "I thought I'd have to wait till I'm dead myself to see her, and then I got the phone call," Ms. Blampied, who is 63, said. "It was like a miracle." The disappearance of Ms. Pietrus is hardly the first case to draw renewed attention years, even decades, later, dusted off by journalists or amateur investigators looking to apply the scrutiny enabled by hindsight and technology to re-examine an old crime. Such productions fill Netflix queues and lists of popular podcasts. But investigations like these are not often undertaken by a community newspaper chain, with reporters juggling months of interviews and poring over typewritten records with the demands of putting out newspapers every week. But the Suffolk Times and the Riverhead News Review recently published a 10,000-word story, filling a 24-page special section, and produced a documentary, spliced into several episodes, that unearthed a haunting case of a woman's disappearance that had been forgotten by virtually everyone but a tiny and shrinking group, including her only child, Ms. Blampied. For her daughter, the new spotlight has offered a thread of fresh hope. For the newspaper's readers, the reporting unspooling the life of a housewife mired in abusive relationships and how law enforcement agencies handled her disappearance has caused a stir, as it also told a larger story about a community and its evolution over 5 decades. "The truth has landed here," said Mr. Wick, a journalist who has covered Long Island for decades. "It's an uncomfortable truth, an unsettling truth. Her disappearance, as Mr. Wick and his colleague Grant Parpin wrote, was hidden away behind a wall of indifference, her plight reduced to small-town gossip and whispered rumors. Ms. Pietrus had never been added to the National Missing Persons database, and her disappearance went uncovered by local media. A smashed mailbox makes the blotter, Mr. Parpin said in an interview, but not a missing woman.